Hello everybody, this is ManuS and welcome to my first official artifact video. This is the first real video since I have access to the game, not just some news or speculative content about the game and news regarding the game, about the actual game, because I now have access to the beta and I wanted to share that with you guys. And the first thing we're gonna do is we'll just take a look at the client. I'll show you around a bit and just show you the client and explain it to you so you get an idea what the game actually looks like. Alright, here we go. Let's start up the game so you get an idea what it looks like. Alright, game is starting up. There we go. This is the client, this is the lobby. Down here you see the amount of tickets that you own, the amount of packs. I lost a couple tickets but won a couple packs. I'm up because you start with 5 tickets and 10 packs when you buy the game for $20, so you basically get content worth $25 or $20. If you buy the same stuff later you would have to pay $25. And you also get 2 starter decks for free. Not sure how much monetary value you could assign to them, but yeah, it's another thing that you get on top. So you get a nice little boost as a start. The lobby is kind of cool. It's like this 3D animated background with the 2 imps flying around and an orc at the fire resting his house turtle. And yeah, down here you have friend list. It's hidden by the social media info, but basically if you click that, you get to your Steam friends list. The client does not have its own in-game friend list. It just uses your Steam friend list. So make sure that you have all your friends on Steam. I, for one, barely had anyone on Steam, so I will have to start adding friends on Steam if I want to play Artifact with them. And then here you can see there's like a special event gauntlet that they're rotating that will be changing events. It's called the featured event. This one rotates on the 14th of December. Till then we will have this pre-constructed gauntlet. I'll show you that in a moment. And if you click the artifact icon up here, you get to like the menu basically. First here you have the featured call to arms event. This is like kind of this pseudo 3D background art. And yeah, you can just play this. This is casual, this is for free, it doesn't cost anything, and you also can't win anything. It's just to try out the game and try out some decks. And you have 6 pre-constructed decks that you can choose from, that you can play only on this gauntlet because you don't own the cards. The 2 starter decks that you get, you own, so you can play them against friends and stuff. These decks you can only play here. But it's nice to have more ways to try out cards. This is a black-green one, this is a mono-green one, this is a green-red one, a mono-red one, a blue-red one, and a black-blue one. And then you can just run that through a gauntlet event. And yeah, try out the game, see what you like. Then we have solo play against bots. You can choose any deck of cards you own for yourself, and then any deck of any cards that exist for the bot. You don't need to own the cards that you want the bot to play. And then you can just jump into the game and play against the bot. You can also, I think, somewhere adjust the AI strengths. Let me see. I don't know quite where. There are all the pre-built decks, the 2 starter decks, and the gauntlet decks. And you could build any deck for the bot, from what I read. Not sure though where and how exactly. Maybe that doesn't work yet. And I'm pretty sure you can adjust the bot strengths somewhere from what I heard before, but I also couldn't find that yet. So if anyone in the comments knows more than I do, let me know. Also, to be honest, bot play not particularly interesting to me, so I haven't fiddled much with it. And social play, just open play, so you can just create an open game for people to join on your Steam friends list. Then you can challenge a friend, kind of the reverse of that. Shows your Steam friend list. And then here are tournaments. You can see tournaments that are being offered, and you can create and offer a tournament yourself. And you can set the format, you can set prices and entry and so on. Then we have casual play, just global matchmaking, kind of like ranked basically, except there's no ladder, so you just get matched against someone else that is also looking for an opponent, I think. You just get like a random opponent that has a similar MMR or ELO or whatever as you do. Then casual constructed, this is just a 5-game gauntlet, like all these events, either until you win 5 or you lose 2. And it costs nothing and you can't win anything for playing it, it's just for casual play for fun. Same for casual Phantom Draft. You can do a draft and then play the deck. You don't get to keep the cards you draft, but you also don't have to pay anything and you can't win anything either. It's just so you can draft for free if you want to and get a hang of drafting, for example. Then we have expert play. It's basically the same here, constructed gauntlet, but this one costs 1 ticket and you can win 1 ticket and a pack, or 1 ticket and 2 packs based on 3, 4 or 5 wins that you get. Same with Phantom Draft, except here you draft instead of bring your own deck. So you draft a deck, and then play and win either your entry back, your entry plus a packet, plus a pack, or your entry plus 2 packs. Phantom Draft means you don't get to keep the cards that you draft, you just get to keep your prices, which is why it costs only 1 ticket. Then we have Keeper Draft, which, you guessed it, means you get to keep the cards that you draft, but you have to supply the cards you draft yourself, so you need a whopping 2 tickets and 5 packs to enter, and you can win your entry back plus 1 pack, your entry plus 2 packs, your entry plus 3 packs. Actually only your entry tickets, not your entry packs. So that's the big issue here. I think this mode is pretty poorly structured for now, since you should at least get enough to join another one if you win the whole thing and go 5 wins. And right now, basically with the starting stuff you have, if you do 3 keeper drafts and even if you win them all, go 5 wins in them, you end up with 5 tickets and 4 packs, so you will have to find a pack somewhere to even join another, even though you have been crushing all 3 drafts, which is kind of ridiculous. So the economy is still pretty bad. Once again, like I said many times, I really like the monetization model in general, but the economy is bad. They really need to improve the economy. Especially the keeper draft is a bit of a joke. Right now, it's basically not worth it to do a keeper's draft, because the keeper's draft is basically like a phantom draft where you can win slightly more and you rip open 5 packs. And nobody wants to just randomly open packs because it's losing value. We all know that from, say, Magic Online, if you played that before. So I personally would stick to phantom drafts, because if you win a phantom draft, you actually get plus 2 packs to your amount of packs, so you actually progress. While here, basically just run yourself out of packs and out of drafts, and then you'll end up having to do phantom drafts anyway. I guess you could look at it that way, that you just do keeper drafts so you don't have packs anymore, and just tickets, and then you do phantom drafts because you don't need packs for those. But yeah, I don't know. That's definitely not ideal. You should be able to like rejoin, kind of go infinite with the most competitive, most expensive draft, and not kind of run yourself out of resources. That is not well done. That's like my main gripe with the game currently. And then last but not least, we have the collection. This is what the collection looks like. We have an idea already from the Chinese leak. But yeah, here you basically have the card that you have selected there, then you can click it, you see the signature card, you have some information here, you can play the voice lines of the card, and these are all the cards that I own, the cards from the 2 starter decks. You have filter options here, you can build a deck here, you could go here to open packs. Packs look pretty cool, by the way. And here you can purchase them right away. You see in euros it's €1.75, $2 US, like $1.99 rather. And yeah, here's a Here's like a voice line for the set, call to arms. And yeah, here you can buy cards and sell cards in the marketplace. Not sure if it's even active yet, because it looks like it might not. And as you can see here, your Steam account is restricted from purchasing cards on the marketplace, no recent purchase. So for anyone that doesn't know this, I didn't either, which is why I don't have access to the marketplace yet, is you need a purchase that is at least 7 days old and no older than 1 year on your Steam account to be able to use the market. I think that's actually a bit ridiculous because it basically forces you to spend money on Steam, like actual money on Steam, at least once a year. I guess if you're making money on Steam with like selling cards and stuff, you can just use that money. You don't need to like use your money from outside Steam on it to maintain it, so it's fine once you're using the marketplace, but it's kind of absurd that you need to spend money, throw money at them before you can start using the marketplace to sell your stuff. Obviously, if you want to buy stuff, you might need to put money on anyway. So yeah, you probably have to put at least like the minimum of €5 on your Steam wallet in order to access the marketplace a week later. I did that yesterday, so it will take like another week till I can do this. It should be around the time this game goes into full release, and then I can also see if the marketplace is even active in the beta currently or not, since it seems grayed out compared to the open packs, for example. I would assume it might not be active anyway yet, so no big deal. But make sure that you set that up before the game goes into release so you can actually use the marketplace right away if you want to sell stuff or just want to buy some cards to start playing Constructed, for example. And one other thing, I'll show you the options. A bunch of options. You have some game flow hotkey stuff that you can customize, and a fair share of system options that you can use. One thing that's a bit annoying is that the game sounds includes everything that isn't music, so it includes like ambient sounds as well as feedback sounds. Like if you set this to 0, you don't get any click feedbacks and scene change stuff. But if you don't set it to 0 and you go to the starting screen, you have the ambient noise of like the night chirping and the fire and stuff. So you have these ambient sounds that are kind of annoying when I just have the client open. I don't want that, especially when I'm like watching a TV show or something. But I really like the client to not be fully quiet. Like if I click something, I like these feedback sounds. So I would hope that they separate these and give you, like in most games, an ambient sound slider and just like a client sound slider, so you can turn off all the ambient sound if you want to, but keep all the client sounds and even keep them higher than here, that you have these clicks and feedbacks and shifts. I really like that because makes it feel nicer, and also immediately gives you this response if the game is reacting to what you're doing and so on. So those are like my small complaints and feedback so far. And yeah, this is the Artifact client. I'm really excited for the game, pretty happy. I already streamed it for hours right when the beta started, and I will of course do so a lot more later today and in the coming days. So yeah, if you enjoy my content, please consider dropping a like and leaving a comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification icon to not miss out on future content. And of course, check out my social media and my Twitch. It's the same as the YouTube, as you can see in the social media, just twitch/ManuSCCG to catch me live streaming. Follow me on all the platforms to get the latest news on all things Artifact, Eternal and Magic. And yeah, that's it again for now. I will be back with more Artifact content soon, and in the meantime, make sure to check out my first 5-win draft from my latest stream. You can find the draft process and the deck building up here, and this will then afterwards lead you to the games with the deck as well. I'm your host ManuS. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.